Hey guys, welcome back to Mama Dube. I'm Shelby and I make videos all about motherhood, and we are doing Vlogmas. Vlogmas has kind of hit the fan, I guess, in a sense. If you watched my last couple of videos, you will remember all of the things that have been going on with sickness and back pain and all kinds of crazy things. And then I also misplaced my little adapter that allows me to move my footage from my camera to my computer. So we are on day 6 right now for Vlogmas, and what I was gonna have for day 6 is going to be day 7 because I have a new adapter in the mail, but we are recording on my phone today and that is going to work. In today's video, I am sharing 10 different developmental toys that would be very appropriate for a 2-year-old in your life. Honestly, the age range would be more like 18 months all the way up until 3 for some of these toys. So I'm going to share with you the toys that Lucas is really enjoying right now. And I just want to also remind you that kids are very temperamental when it comes to what they're interested in, just like we are. So some days your toddler will be interested in something and other days they won't be. So just remember that when you see the footage that I have in this video. Lucas isn't all the way interested in all of the activities that we do, but that's because I've recorded a lot of it on the same day. So he just wasn't into everything today. But these are things that he is interested in, and they are very developmentally on track for him. So they are things that he is getting into now. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I make videos all about motherhood, including vlogs and activity videos, recipes, all kinds of different things that moms are most likely interested in because we're just trying to take care of our families. So let's go ahead and get into today's video. So the first developmental toy is this thing called button art. We did that this morning and Lucas was only interested for about half of it, but we have done it longer. So what's so great about it is it's a great way for them to learn their colors. They learn some color matching, and whatever colors that are in your button art kit are perfect for learning. Blue, look, this circle's blue. Very good. Push hard, you got it. You want another blue one? Where's blue? Can you find a blue circle?
Blue circle.
That one's green. Wait, stop. Remember the word stop? Where's blue? Can you find a blue circle?
Blue circle.
Very good. So the next thing is a pegboard, and this is another great way for them to learn their colors, and it's also a great way for them to learn to stack on top of each other and to get that fine motor skill where they have to actually push it into the hole and everything. So this is one that we've done for, I would say, a few months. So this one is definitely appropriate for 18 months and beyond. So I really recommend it. Also, I wanted to say that these toys that I'm talking about, I'm not an affiliate with anybody at this point. I don't have a website. That's the only reason why I haven't become an Amazon affiliate. So until then, I'm not going to include links below. I do believe it's easy to find these things if you just use the words that I'm saying. Just, pegboard, type that in for kids. You can also find these things at places like Target, Walmart. A lot of times you can find them at bargain stores. We have a store near us called Bargain Hunt, and then there's another store a little ways away that's called Ollie's. And a lot of times they have toys like these in the store. I've even seen some of these toys at places like Kohl's. They're out there. So you just have to look for them in like the toddler educational toys section. The next one that I really recommend for this age, I really didn't get this out until recently. So around 2 years old, I would recommend smaller blocks for building. We've had these big blocks out for a long time, and Lucas does enjoy building with those, but now he is more interested in building with the small blocks. This morning when I tried to film him doing it, he wasn't really into actually stacking. He was just into like making the blocks stand up and stuff like that. But it's a great way for them to learn to be constructive. And of course they love knocking down the little towers that they make, or sometimes they get frustrated when they fall over, but it just teaches them, to have some patience with themselves and to try again. And yeah, so this one I definitely recommend. Again, it's another great way to teach colors and how to be constructive. You put it on top.
D.
Does
D.
the triangle look like a D?
D.
It's a triangle.
D.
It's like the roof of a house.
D.
Okay. The next one, I think at this age, it is so great to get different Play-doh sets. We've had this one Play-doh set for a very long time, and Lucas loves using it. He is getting much better about not putting the Play-doh in his mouth now. So I'm looking forward to getting him some new sets for Christmas this year. I'm also thinking he may get some, so I might hold off actually until his birthday, which is just a couple of weeks after Christmas. Number 5 is some easy, simple board games. If you look back at a couple of videos of mine, you'll see Lucas and I playing the game Lucky Ducks. This is just a really fun game. It just teaches how to take turns, and it helps with shape recognition, and it's a lot of fun. So Lucas enjoys this one, and it doesn't take any more than 5 minutes to play around. And there are other games out there like Pop the Pig, and this is a great age to start that if you haven't done that already. Lucas is finally in the stage where he's more interested in doing puzzles that create one picture. This morning we attempted this. He wasn't very into it this morning, but that's okay. Other times he's more interested than he was this morning. We also have these smaller puzzles that have like 4 to 6 pieces, and he really has been interested in these as well. Like I said, sometimes he's not, so we just put them away when he's not. Of course, you can continue to use the puzzles that are just like individual pieces. Those are great because, you know, sometimes they have to wiggle the piece to get them in properly, and that is always good for development. But it is a great age for them to start doing puzzles that create one image. So if your child is ready for that, I recommend getting something like that, or just getting it and introducing it to see where they are with it, and just pull it out every week or so and just kind of see if they're interested and if they're able to do it. We'll do the snail.
Snail. Eyeballs.
Eyeballs.
Circle. Circle. Circle.
Circle. Where does the circle go? So the next thing I was going to recommend is books with letters in them. Come here. Come sit with Mommy. This way they can learn letter identification and sounds, and this book is great because you can even trace the letters with your finger.
To read.
Yeah, do you want to read it? And this one is lots of fun. We've been doing this one for a very long time. But there's plenty of other letter books out there, and the more exposure they get to it, the more likely they will identify them correctly. Okay, so number 8 is themed toys, and I'm not sure how else to put that, but what I'm talking about here are different sets of things that your child can do imaginative play. Like Lucas has this little barn and some barn animals, and he is now starting to play with them and use his imagination to make sounds and put them in different cubbies. And then we also have this little people jungle. It comes with all of these little animals, and we have just added different jungle animals to the pile, and he likes to put the animals all around it and make animal noises. And as his development continues to grow, he, I'm sure, will use his imagination to do all kinds of different things with these animals. And then if your child is into vehicles, which if you've watched my channel for any period of time, you know that Lucas loves trucks and cars. And we recently picked up this little car track, and it was actually given to us. But you can find things like this on your own. But this one is just a little car track. So he uses all of his little Hot Wheels on this little track. It's got a little car wash station at the bottom and a little helicopter pad on top. Just anything that your child's into that allows them to kind of use their imagination and to come up with different scenarios on their own. That is going to be very helpful with their development, because at this age, that is where that really starts to grow. And then number 9 is art supplies. So it's possible that you already have a bunch of art supplies for your child, but this is also a great age for them to start if you haven't. Getting them a little easel, kind of like this one, is really awesome. It's a great way for them to be able to have their own little station. and they can paint with it and draw on it. You can even use washable paint on the dry erase side and just wipe it off. Obviously, I recommend washable supplies, but definitely get things like these watercolors and washable paints. You can do finger paints, markers, crayons, and at this age, if you get the bigger crayons, it's a little bit easier for them to grip them. So all of these are great options for a 2-year-old. And last on my list is actually a balance bike. So I've seen that kids at like 18 months old just walking using these. There's different types for different sized children. So if you start before 2 years old, just to find one that's made for a toddler, this will help them to learn how to balance on a bike so that when they are old enough to use a bike with pedals, they already have the balance part down. Honestly, when they first start off, they're just going to walk it around, and you can start off inside if you're concerned about that. And you can also get little helmets and knee pads and all of those kinds of things and just go with them. It's something that they start off walking with, and then eventually they'll pick up some speed and pick up their feet and learn how to balance. So Lucas is actually getting one of those for Christmas this year. And that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for our next Vlogmas video. I should probably stop calling it Vlogmas at this point. I'm doing the best I can here. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.